Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Ramona, California at Copper Meadows. Today we'll be bringing you the cross-country finale in the E-Clap CIC 3-star, the Western Underground CIC 2-star, and the State Farm CIC 1-star divisions. Aaron Serafini, your Mare River Street, being very good today here in the State Farm CIC 1-star division, and this has been a really exciting horse to watch. Just tell us a little bit about her and how it's been to bring her up.
I bought her about a year ago from a breeding farm in Turlock, and I brought her along all by myself, and she's done, moved up the levels quite quick. She was just going novice here last year, so she's really moved along, and she's truly a cross-country horse. We really have to work on the dressage a little bit more, but I couldn't be happier with her today.
She's pretty little and quick on her feet, like you said, and just your overall thoughts on the course that James put forth for us to ride here today.
I would have to say the course rode absolutely amazing. The footing was, it couldn't have been better. The guys worked all night on the footing. It was unbelievable. The jumps jumped great, and my horse came off the course feeling braver than ever.
All right, well, congratulations, Erin.
Thank you so much, Frankie.
Hey Frankie, you had a great round on Chatwin today in the CIC 1-star. Tell us about your ride.
I thought he was really good. I definitely still need to work on having to be more consistent throughout, but I tried a new bit today and I was happy with it overall, and just really happy with him overall. I mean, it's his first FEI event, and I thought he really rose to the occasion, and I'm really excited about his future.
Well, he looked phenomenal, so good luck, and we're really proud of you.
Thanks so much, Tammy. I'm joined now by one of our fantastic sponsors. I'm with Jim from State Farm, and Jim, you guys are really helping to make everything here possible this weekend at Copper Meadows. And from your standpoint, what it's like to be here as a sponsor?
It's a great opportunity for us. We love the horses, we love the horse people, and State Farm's all about the community and working together to try to achieve something great. So, which is why we like to sponsor the 1-star. It's up and coming riders. Gives them an opportunity to win a little bit of money, practice, and develop some skills.
Well, very fun to be here and to have you guys here this weekend. And what are some of your favorite parts or favorite things about eventing that you really enjoy being a part of?
I love the people. The people are fantastic. They're the cowboys of the English world. They run, they jump, they do dressage, they have fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously. It's a great opportunity. And it's accessible, right? If you can come here and you can event on a fraction of the cost it does to do the hunter-jumper world, and it's very exciting. And here at Copper Meadows, they make it so easy and accessible for everybody.
All right, well, thank you so much for all you're doing to make it possible for riders to be here this weekend. We really appreciate it. My
pleasure. Thank you.
Tamra Smith is your 2014 State Farm CIC 1-star champion here at Copper Meadows, and Tammy, SUNSPRITE SYRIUS, a very serious competitor. This horse means business, and every time he's out there, he really does go and do a great job.
Yeah, he was really good, as always, but actually this time nothing backed him up, and I had kind of a hairy moment going into the rails to the cooler, but he was pretty quick on his feet and got himself back on track. It's hard because you want to keep them, confident, and you want to keep them rideable, but this didn't back him up, and I thought out of all the courses, the 1-star would be the most serious, and he didn't make any work of it at all.
Well, he's definitely a very exciting horse for the future, and just 6 years old like we talked about yesterday. A lot to come from him, and you guys will now head back to Texas. NLE will take a big barn back there to those AEC, and just kind of your thoughts on Copper Meadows as a whole, how this weekend's prepared you and looking to the rest of the season.
It's such a great venue. The course, just overall, you get here and it's on a small piece of property, and they just really do a phenomenal job on the lay of the land. James is a genius, really. I mean, it's so neat to have him have his course designing license, and I'm excited about him getting his license to do 3-stars as well, because he's one to be reckoned with for sure. They put on a first-class deal. State Farm stepped up and donated prize money, and the 2-stars, I mean, everything. It's really remarkable. We're very lucky to have a venue that's so great. We do 1-days here. I mean, it's an hour away, and so we're just blessed to have this place. Going to Texas, we're really excited about. Obviously, that venue's amazing. Robert's done a great job organizing it, and last year was really great. Mark Phillips designed that course, and it was a great championship course. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot more difficult this year. The ground there, the footing is phenomenal. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited. We have a few horses going east to Fair Hill after that, and then some coming back and doing Galway. And I'm thrilled to be able to have the horses I have right now, and all the supporters and sponsors. I'm a lucky girl.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Kevin Baumgartner and Wembley, a beautiful round here. And Kevin, you're getting to know this horse. It's a really exciting partnership for you, and it's pretty hot this afternoon, getting it done and looking really good.
Well, thank you. Yes, it was very hot. We had a good strategy, which included cold towels around the neck of the riders as we warmed up, and that helped. And a lot to drink. The horses are in wonderful shape, so that helped as well. But Wembley, you know, I've only had him for half a year, a little over half a year. He is just my dream horse, and I really have to thank Tamra Smith, who really has gotten me together with this horse, as well as Tim Price back in England, New Zealand team rider, who rode him before, and he prepared him so beautifully that he's a pretty powerful horse for an adult amateur, but this adult amateur can ride him, and that says a lot. So thanks to those people, and thank you, of course, to the whole gang here at Copper Meadows. It is a beautiful event. It fits right into the calendar. I'm just so happy to be here.
All right, well, congratulations, Kevin. Very well deserved, and Wembley's such an amazing athlete.
Thanks so much. I'm having just so much fun.
Alex Ahern, your first CIC two-star, doing it here in the Western Underground CIC two-star division at Copper Meadows. And this is a horse you told us yesterday that you brought up through the levels, and what an accomplishment for the two of you.
Yeah, he was so great today. The course was really good and really tough. You had to ride every single fence really strong, and you had to keep your lines if it was technical, and he just felt great out there. He really just wanted to go out and do his best for me.
Well, really, really great, and this course was really tricky. It definitely was a hard CIC two-star course and something that you had to really properly prepare for, but this is a really neat horse.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's only 8, so I hope that there's a bright future for him and me in the next year coming.
Well, as your birthday was yesterday, quite a good birthday weekend for you here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tamra Smith, Twisted Sister, really good weekend here for you and this mare, and she's got a lot of fire in her, a lot of fire out there today, but this is a really tricky course. We've talked about it all weekend long, that this is not just, some CIC course. It's challenging, and it's meant to prepare riders for the rest of the season and the CCI to come in a few months at Galway.
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I've been kind of playing around with bits and felt like I had too much bit at Rebecca Farm, and maybe for a CCI I did, but I didn't have enough bit today, so I had to do a lot of work. But it rode really tough. You had to ride every step, and it was super technical, but she answered all the questions. I mean, the jumps aren't the problem, it's just getting her rideable.
All right, well, congratulations. Another good go on this mare.
Thank you so much.
Pam Fisher and Rigby are your 2014 Western Underground CIC two-star division champions here at Copper Meadows, the only double clean round in the two-star division. And Pam, you told us a wonderful story about how you came upon this horse yesterday, and such a great story, and he was really remarkable out there for you today.
He was remarkable, and I have a tremendous amount of support from some wonderful people. Charlotte Bradall, Kristen Harden, my team here, Hillary and Bill and Tom from Revitavet, and Tuvia and Betty. I couldn't have done it without all their help, and my parents. And it was a real victory for everybody. And I have to say, the USEA Young Event Horse Series is really something. That's how I brought him along. I started him, and he did the Young Event Horse 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds. So it's pretty cool.
Really exciting in that program developing, and some of those horses that started out in that program now moving up the levels, which is really fun to see, as you're mentioning. And today, what were kind of any combinations or any things along the course that maybe you were a little bit thinking about going out of that start box, and how did they end up for you?
This horse has a huge stride. Like, that's why I struggle in show jumping so much with him, is that I have to adjust his stride because it's so much bigger than 12 feet. So the combination 5AB, this spring, it was a similar, I think it might even been the same, and I brought him way back too far, and I didn't want to shorten his stride that much, but I needed to have enough stride that, you know, he was going to jump, and so that would have been maybe my biggest concern on course, and once that was behind me, I was like, cool, we're on it. He's fearless, and if anything, it's just getting that long stride back before the fences without taking the speed away, just compressing it so that we have the balance. And he's young and he's still learning. He's only 8, and I'm very excited to have him.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'm joined now by course designer James Atkinson, and James, it's a beautiful day here in Ramona, and these courses really well prepared for these riders. And first, talk about the ECLAP CIC 3-star division, a new course here for you, and really an exciting course for the riders.
I think it is, actually, yeah. We got enough time to prepare for it, to put this thing together. Tremaine Cooper and I designed it. He's, I don't have my 3-4 star level yet, but he's been my mentor through the program for a lot of years already. And so he let me be really involved in putting this together, which is a great experience for me. And it's always, you know, it's great to have him come in here and give me some fresh ideas on this property that I've been working on for a few years already. You know, see some different lines and come up with some new ideas. So we did do it very much together in the end, but I would say, you know, when you put in a new level, of course, you're probably shooting to be just in the middle of the road for that level, in case you miss, you know. And I feel like we've done that. You know, I think you see some definite 3-star questions out there. There's stuff that you would not be putting out there on the advanced course, but at the same time, I think they're quite answerable. I think it's going to be a fun class. And like I said, we had enough time to build some really exciting fences. I think some of the riders are very excited.
Beautiful keyhole out there.
Yeah, indeed, indeed.
And then in the Western Underground CIC 2-star and the State Farm CIC 1-star, again, we've seen these divisions earlier in the season here, but there are some really great changes that you've added and made things different so that riders aren't doing the exact same track if they were competing here earlier in the year, and a bounce into water, some great things for those horses and riders to tackle and prepare them for the next level.
Yeah, exactly. And like we were saying the first time, you know, when we ran those in June, again, we're shooting for the middle of the road. And then here we can build on what we saw and what we learned from the horses and riders and how they handle these courses. So we've definitely stepped up those levels a little bit with some interesting stuff that I think the bounce at the 1-star level has some of the riders a little stressed. Honestly, I probably wouldn't go out there and build a bounce into water for a CIC 1-star group, but this is a combination that I've used here at the intermediate level. I've seen a lot of horses jump it, and I feel very confident that it's going to work for this group. Otherwise, it wouldn't be out there. So I'm thrilled actually to be able to give them that education, that experience, you know. And the same thing with the 2-star. We really got to build on and develop what we started in June. And I think they're all going to be very successful tracks, but educational.
And yourself as a course designer, obviously you want to take your venue and your terrain into, you know, consideration paramount to anything else. But with this CIC now running later in the season, and there being a CCI at Galway just to come in a few short months for all 3 of these levels, is that something you take into consideration, thinking about that a lot of these combinations are going to need to be successful here if they're going to go there?
Yes, I mean, absolutely. You know, we have a responsibility as designers to not allow the person to qualify and move up to the next level if they're not ready to do so. So we have to ask the questions that they need to practice and be able to master before they're moving up to the next level. But yeah, at the same time, you want to, especially at the 1-star level, you want them to see and understand the answer and be able to get there. So we're trying to prepare the horses for what they're going to see at Galway Downs, but yeah, we're trying to help them get there.
All right, well, thanks so much, James. Beautiful courses here. We're very excited to watch all those divisions kick off in just a little while.
Thank you, Sharinki.
Kimmy Steinbeck, picture this. What an amazing horse. It looks just like you're riding a little race car around there. He's so quick and just looking phenomenal. You had to be the trailblazer for this group, and your thoughts overall.
It was an amazing course. After Montana, I came here looking for some revenge, and I got it. He was amazing. He was looking for the next fence, and I mean, I love coming down the Copper. It's amazing, and I have a great time every time.
He's so quick on his feet and so small. I mean, he's a really little horse, and when you look at him kind of in the box here and you think, wow, he jumps these huge jumps, but he's just unbelievable. So he has springs in his feet.
He does. I mean, when we first got him, we were not so sure about the jumping 3 feet thing, and now 4 feet's not an issue.
All right, well, congratulations. A great day here for you, and fast as well.
Thank you.
John Michael Durr, Esprit de la Dance, another great ride for this mare, and what a cool horse.
She's amazing. I mean, she's the best in the world, in my opinion. She clocked right around Montana, and I was really happy when I got here that we had some different type of questions, just to make sure we've got all of our 3-star boxes checked. I mean, James is amazing. You know, he goes and looks at the other courses and makes sure he has every question for us to answer, so that our horses get all the experience they need. You know, she didn't really need another 3-star after Montana, but I was really glad I got to bring her here and see some different things, and really looking forward to Galway Downs in a couple months or a couple weeks or however long it is, and just really looking to kick some ass there, and yeah.
Well, your wife doing amazing. We just talked with her, and what a cool thing the two of you have going, competing at the same level. It's really fun.
It's really cool until you're sitting at the start box trying to watch your wife go around on her pony. You know, it's amazing. We're really lucky that we can live like this and compete together and have the amazing support we both do from Ruth, who owns my mare and employs Kimmy, and it's amazing. We're so blessed to have Ruth and be part of the West Coast, and just get to be a family as part of the West Coast family. So,
well, congratulations, Jam.
Thank you so much.
Leah Brickey Master, plan a good day for you here at home, really, on your home turf and of Copper Meadows. And Leah, for you being here, we talked about it the other day, you and I, about being on home turf and how it's not necessarily an advantage, but you do have the advantage of seeing this course kind of develop from James here, and just your thoughts on what they've been able to do with this place.
Oh, they've done an amazing job with all the additions and the new fences, and I mean, I ran my first advanced here earlier this year, and the courses are always really inviting yet challenging at the same time, and give you a really big confidence boost every single time, and you know, this being their first 3-star was absolutely amazing.
Well, today, just talk about your horse and your overall ride here today.
Oh, he was fantastic. He was a little bit of a jerk getting into the box, and I was a bit late coming out, so I kind of hit the gas pretty early, but he was so good, and I was really hoping to go for time, and I made time, but I took a couple chances, and he rolled with the punches really well and just kept going for me the whole time.
Well, congratulations. A great day here for you.
Thank you so much.
Angela Krasinski, another great day here for you at Copper Meadows. It's your first time coming out here all the way from Texas, but a great weekend really as a whole, and this is a really fantastic mare.
Thank you. We've been together for 8 years now. I've had her since she was really young, and she's taken a lot of patience because she's very careful, which made it easy yesterday, but today she felt like she could do anything. So I came here trying to qualify for Galway, and I'm qualified now, so I'm really excited.
Well, all smiles for you here in the box with Novell, and just your overall impression of being here at Copper Meadows. Obviously, we talked about that you've come a long way to be here and be on the West Coast, choosing the West Coast over the East Coast for your kind of final campaign of 2014, and what you thought of being out here so far.
The venue is terrific. It's really low-key, which is awesome. I mean, they make you feel special being an FEI rider, but it doesn't have a lot of the high-stress parts of it that you see in other places. And the footing was amazing, and the course design was amazing, and you know, all the officials and organizers and volunteers are really helpful, and just a great group of people.
Well, a great day here for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Caitlin Velkamp, Flashpoint D, we talked to you at the beginning of the weekend and said it was your first CIC 3-star, and what a weekend it's been for you.
Absolutely. It has been totally a weekend to remember. Some of the best rides I have ever had. I couldn't be happier. My horse was perfect all weekend.
Well, you said yesterday after your show jumping round, sitting in first place, that you thought that he'd be able to tackle that course pretty much with ease, and he certainly did that today.
Absolutely, and today he came out and he found a gallop stride he's never found before. It was new for me, but it worked out perfect. We were able to ride exactly the forward plans that we had taught, my trainer and I had talked about, and it was wonderful. I couldn't be happier.
Well, at just 19 years of age, this is certainly a rider to watch for the future. Huge congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's it for our coverage here from Copper Meadows. A huge thank you going out to all of our sponsors, spectators, and riders. I'm Frankie Terriot. Thanks for watching.
I would surely lose a lot, 'cause your love is so much better, baby. It's better than any love I've ever known.